Champions League is here again. Another week of excitement. Another week of the most interesting league in Europe. All the big clubs wants to be part of, because if you are part of Champions League, you are best in Europe and the world at large. Today, our focus is on the big clashes in the Champions League. If you know football, you know what I'm talking about. Chelsea will be hosting Juventus. It's a match that we are looking forward to discuss because it's going to be tough, as Chelsea lost to Juventus in Italy. And this time round, they are coming to the Stamford Bridge. Will the bridge break on them, or the bridge will stay like that? If you want to know, stay tuned. Let's take you through this exciting moment. So our first question will go to Sami. Ch- Chelsea is doing quite very well this season, no doubt about that. They are able to concede just few, because the only match I could remember them being defeated is City and also Juventus. What's your take on this match?
Okay, so as you said earlier, it's not going to be an easy match at all. It's going to be a very interesting match. You know, a little bit of stats is the last time Chelsea, as in 2009, Chelsea actually scored Juventus 1-0 at the Stamford Bridge. The previous games, they actually played 2-2 and Juventus winning 3-0. Now in their group, Chelsea is looking forward to leading the group, but they need to conquer one of the biggest giants in football, that is Juventus. Already they've lost 1-0 to them already. So Juventus is coming with the aim of even getting a point to stay on the table. But if Chelsea can play their cards well, I see that it can be won by maybe a lone goal. But that match is going to be very difficult.
That match is going to be very difficult. As we said before, that match is going to be very difficult. And being difficult doesn't mean this match is going to end goalless. Talking about midfield, we know Chelsea, if not the best midfielders they have in the world, if not the best midfielders in the world, but they cannot be more than third in the world when we are talking about midfielders. Talking about N'Golo Kante, talking about Jorginho, who is facing virtually maybe his colleagues in Italy, those he has been playing with the national team. Before anyone could win this game, your midfield needs to be strong. Comparing the midfield of Juventus and Chelsea, which one do you think will best suit for the game? Paul.
Um, Chelsea has a formidable midfield, and they've proven over the years that they can deliver in high games. So do Juventus also. Because the squad both teams are having, they are no new squad and they are no youngsters. All of them do have experience. And that's why this game is going to be a really tough competition. It's going to be really tough. The last time they met, we could all see Chiesa was able to pave the way for Juventus to win a 1-0. But this game, I think Thomas Tuchel and his boys have learned their lesson. So it's going to be really, really tough, both in the midfield, both defensive, because in the defense also, Juventus also do have quality players and players with experience, the likes of Chiellini, all of them, they are experienced. And also, when you look at the defense of Chelsea, Chelsea have the likes of Thiago Silva, who is so experienced. These players will be building the walls for both teams. And in the midfield too, Jorginho, Kante, they will be also helping Chelsea, as well as Dybala and the rest too will be performing very, very well. So it's not going to be an easy match at all. We should expect nothing but a good game and an interesting game overall.
A good game and an interesting game. overall, what a statement constructed by you. I know Chelsea fans would love it. But we know that throughout this season, if you allow Chelsea to build from defense, no matter who you are, they are going to win the game. But it was otherwise against Juventus in the first leg. They controlled the game. They controlled the tempo of the game. They did all what they could, but they were not able to break the defense of Juve. They are just defensive playing team. What will Chelsea do to break through this time round, Eddie?
All right. So it's my take on Chelsea against Juventus. For Chelsea, all we know is it's when you go to Italy, they play a very offensive game. So before Chelsea can outclass Juventus on at Stamford Bridge, they have to play very, very well. They have to play than they did in the first in the previous match. It's not going to be an easy game, as we all know. But Chelsea is looking forward to top the league top the table as well. Because Juventus has 12 points and Chelsea on the second has 9 points. So it's going to be an interesting game. Juventus is not going to have it easy, as well as Chelsea is also not going to have it easy. So that's my take on that.
Chelsea might like to top the group table. That's a fact. But is it something that is going to be possible? Because a draw here would be an advantage for Juventus. Neither to talk of them getting a win. Sami, in the group table, that is Group H, who do you think will top the table?
Well, everything depends on tomorrow's game. With Chelsea playing at home, they are at a high advantage. That is, they have their supporters coming in to cheer them up. They also have some inclusion of players who were injured and back to the squad. The likes of N'Golo. We saw him during the weekend playing a very nice game. We also know that Jorginho is ready for the task. Not forgetting the striker, Lukaku. We've seen Jason Mount also ready to fire. Pulisic also ready. So Chelsea has depth in squad. So if they do the right and play the tactics of Thomas Tuchel, I'm looking at, it's going to be a tight game, but I'm looking at Chelsea winning by 1-0 or 2.
Chelsea winning by 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-1. The most interesting thing is that Chelsea are in the right position to win this game, because the last time out, Pulisic was injured. Right now, Lukaku was present, but he couldn't see his feet through the defense of Juventus. Right now, as he's coming from injury, he has lost a lot, and he needs the goals to stay on top. And this is something that he will be looking forward to. Chelsea fans, if you are new to the channel, type the subscription button, turn on the notification bell, and be part of the amazing community we are building together.